So let's talk a little bit about the, if you want to call it the last stage, or maybe we're dealing with the sexual abuse and we're in our maybe 50s and 60s. You know, the one thing I want to say about this is I want you to not be discouraged, especially if you are in your 50s and 60s and you're just now starting to deal with the effects of the sexual abuse. Sometimes it becomes frustrating because we feel, you know, by this time in life, you know, we should have been well established, we should have figured these things out, we should be dealing with these issues by now. Or maybe sometimes we're in this stage and we're looking back at our lives and we're looking at and thinking about all the things that we possibly lost because of the sexual abuse. You know, I was working with an individual and he was towards retirement age and he was in his 60s, and it had been years since he had started working on the sexual abuse, and so he was feeling very distraught and very frustrated because he felt, well, here I am in my 60s and now I'm just starting to deal with the sexual abuse. And as he started looking back at his life, he started to realize how the sexual abuse had affected many facets of his life, from marriage and his relationships and relationships that he actually didn't have because of some of the effects of the sexual abuse and isolating himself and being withdrawal. But you know, the awesome thing is he came to the workshop and he did phases 1, 2, and 3, and that took him about a year because he was doing one every 4 months. And the cool thing is, even though he had been working with a therapist for 12 years, it had been, he started to notice some serious progress after he started coming to the workshops. And so we got him to the point where now, not only was he not isolating, he was actually getting outside of the house. He was actually starting to join society. He was actually starting to become part of clubs and organizations. And he had given up on, you know, possibly finding, if you want to call it, the love of his life. But he started to get out and start to work towards that, and now is starting to move more towards having that healthy relationship. This is what's the cool thing about Healing Broken Men. It doesn't matter what phase that you're in. It's a place where you're accepted, you're loved. It's a place where you can come and you can learn some practical applications, some strategies. And I think one of the things that's really important is when I facilitate the workshops and the seminars. You know, for me, it's awesome to be able to walk into a room of male survivors and to be able to connect and have a rapport with them, because I'm really walking into a room of brothers. We've all experienced this. And so it's wonderful because there's certain things that we don't have to say, and yet we're still understood. So whether what phase you're in or stage of life, I just want to encourage you to do something, to get help, and to know that there is hope and that there is freedom. And once again, what I want to do, I want to encourage you, go up to the website. Here it is again, and I know I keep saying this, but I want you to go up to the website and just see what's there and see what's offered for you at healingbrokenmen.com. You know, send me an email if you want to talk, or maybe we can even schedule a call. A lot of times that's the way that people get an introduction, because I want to meet you and I want you to meet me, and I want you to feel comfortable with me, whatever my style of coaching and what I have to offer for you. But what I do have to offer for you is someone that will accept you and someone who will try and help you the best that I can.